know that 3 out of 4 Americans rely on a second job or a side hustle to survive? 3 out of 4 Americans. Did you know that 72% of Americans now depend on secondary income to survive? Does that surprise you? So if you feel like your salary, your wages are not keeping up, you are among 72% of people. So these common income streams include freelance gig work, stock investments, small e-commerce ventures. 52% of people say they feel safer with extra funds, yet most are reporting their health is suffering from the pace. 1 out of those 5 workers admits that they relentlessly grind and it's damaging their physical and mental well-being. While people work to stay more secure for the future, the added stress creates a dangerous paradox of exhaustion. Just know that you're not alone. If you want to read that full article, that's in Money Talks News. Hi, my name's Christina. I have a master's degree in business. I can tell you for sure wages are not keeping up with inflation. Do you agree? Drop a comment and follow for more.
What's good, my people? It's your boy Terrence Carter, TC Talks, TC Fitness, and I'm gladly here with y'all, back at it again with a new YouTube video. So I did some journaling a little while ago, and I do want to share with you guys my journal entry, I guess, right? What I wrote about today, basically. And a lot of my thoughts that linger in my mind from time to time is basically about the state of America, right? They put millennials and Gen Z in a tough economic situation, and in no way, shape, or form am I playing victim. Am I trying to sit there and say like we aren't gonna be able to keep up, because we can't. These times have been some of the best times to try your best to generate as much income as you can outside of your W-2 job. And like I tell you guys often, truth be told, a lot of these employers can care less about any of your goals and the things that you have set out for yourself, and they will continue to pay crap wages, $15, $16, $20 an hour jobs, right? Now, to some people, depending on what state you live in, you're like, oh, that's a lot of money. I would pray for a $20 an hour job. But when you live in the concrete jungle, I know that that's not a lot of money. So I don't usually speak too much about what I write about in my journal because it is personal, but I do have to be creative and continue to try my best to help the people, right? So this is my call to action right here before I even read to you guys. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. That helps me out a lot. It helps the channel grow. And yeah. So with that being said, bro, like I titled it, "We Are Living in Unexplainable Times." And the reason why I titled it that is because when I sit and I think about it, it's like something very, very eerie is going on in America. And I can see people's mental health deteriorating. I can see, and it's not only trying to speak about negative. Like, I don't want y'all to think I'm a pessimistic YouTube channel, a pessimistic person. Because I'm naturally optimistic. It's just when I'm also very, very observant, right? And I read energy very, very well, including my own. But yeah, people's mental health is deteriorating. People are losing jobs. These companies have so much faith in AI, right? Not truly knowing what AI is even capable of doing. So you replace a whole bunch of people. You get rid of them. You mess up their livelihood for artificial intelligence. Okay. Um, People that are working full time jobs and not making enough money out here, and it's it's very unexplainable. The healthcare system. I was about to say center. The healthcare system is there to make money. Um, they they give you the problem and then sell you the solution. Right? America is just a big finesse. You know. And I wrote job, school, lack of financial literacy. So from the jobs to the schooling system and how it's designed, and the lack of financial literacy worldwide. And I get it, you could go on YouTube or whatever, do your own research, but it has to be embedded into your subconscious mind, and you have to learn through experience, through repetition. So I wrote, something seems very off in America. High prices, jobs paying low wages, inflation cooking everyone, and the only hope is building an online business, doing gig work, or investing into the stock market. These people you think care about you truly don't. These people created man-made rules that they don't even follow. I feel ever since 2020, life has been so different. Here we are, 6 years later. It's crazy how people could be working full-time jobs and the jobs are looking in your face and tell you that they're going to pay you $21, $22, $25 for an hour of your life. And after the GOV takes their cut, which is basically taken from the American people, you're left with barely anything. It's crazy how we've been gaslit in a nation, in a world. And I'm not playing victim. I'm not saying they're telling you can't thrive in America, because plenty of people thrive, right? But the truth is being revealed to everybody. It's like you have to fend for yourself. You got to make a way, right? You got kids that's coming out of college right now. They don't have a job. You got kids that is coming out of college as well that may have a job, but the jobs ain't paying enough money. You got grown adults that's still making crappy wages. So that's why I say the only hopes are you build an online business, which is what I'm doing on YouTube, right? You do gig work, but you make your own hours. You do it when you want to do it, etc. Or you invest into the stock market, which many people don't even have the financial literacy to invest because they fear losing money rather than not taking advantage of opportunity. And when you look at the word poor, POOR, passing over opportunities repeatedly. So, yeah. And a lot of people that's working full time, not making enough money, they're not thinking about investing. They're thinking about how the heck am I going to make it for the next 2 weeks with what these jobs are paying. So I can see an uprising, people leaving the 9-to-5 system, no longer wanting to be there because it's like, what's the point? The older generation likes to tell us that we're lazy or whatever, but whatever y'all be thinking, but y'all had life much easier. Yeah, we wasn't getting paid as much money at the jobs, but life was way more cheaper. Not saying that y'all had it super duper easier, because whatever, but all in all, we living in the most expensive times in human history, and working full time feels like a joke. I can make that same money doing gig work. So here we are 6 years later. And I'm very empathetic. Like, I'm an empath, so I tell people, just like I tell myself, do what you want to do that's going to help you serve your purpose. I'm leaning towards entrepreneurship. Today, I'm doing Uber, right? Is it mentally tougher? Of course. Because it's not the comfortability of getting a check. But is it worth it? Of course. Because I'll much rather help me get rich. I have to do it for myself before I continuously help another person get rich that I don't even know. And you can sit there and say, you don't know the Uber CEO. Okay, granted. Cool. But I'm not micromanaged. I'm not on somebody else's time. You know, I'm serving the people in a positive way. Alright. I wrote, the people's mental health has gotten bad as well. People are overworked and underpaid. Every day they punch in the clock for low wages. They go home, get programmed by TV, and eat crappy food. Life has been punching everyone. And I am super empathetic for humanity. Make sure you are doing things for yourself because you matter as well. Stay focused and take care of you. The world needs you. The world needs you. Evolve and create. You see, writing is one of my personal talents. I've enjoyed writing since I was a kid. Every time I journal, I get to express what's on my mind. I get to express myself. It makes me feel better. And, you know, that's another form of therapy for me. Working out, making YouTube videos, journaling, talking to God. And once again, I can sense it, I can feel it, that something is, I can't really put my finger on it, but I can tell something is going on in America. How can we live in the most priciest times and these employees pretend that they don't care? They don't see what's going on, they're out of touch. How can the cost to eat go crazy? Basic items is wild. The cost is wild. And I'm not thinking in like, I'm in the market, so I think abundantly every day. But it's in plain sight. People are praying that prices go down. That's not how life works. They're gonna always make it harder for the working class because they want you to work yourself to the bone, work yourself to you croak. And this is why you need to take care of yourself. You need to look out for you. Have some money saved up. Have some money invested. Spend time in solitude. Because the world is so fast paced and all we do is work and work and work, but life is passing us by. Because you wasn't placed on this planet to just wake up and go work. Wake up and go work. Wake up and go make somebody else rich. Clock in and clock out. Clock in, clock out, clock out. You clocked out mentally. You clocked out spiritually. You clocked out physically because you burnt out. You tired. Because you're doing the same repeated things every day. There's no type of change in your life. And all people try to do is sell you a course to think that that's going to change your problems. They always want to sell you something. I get it. I just told you I might get into sales. But I'm going to sell things that actually add value to humanity. I'll sell you some books because I know that you'll find the answers in the book. But you'll also find the answers within yourself. But I really do pray for the world. You got these evil forces up against us. It's us against them. You got people seeing how crooked the system is. I'm not talking about capitalism. I'm talking about the school system. I'm talking about the healthcare system. I'm talking about the job system, W-2 system. I'm not talking about money itself. Because money is just a form of energy. It's just a piece of paper. That's it. But it's people. It's people that... It's the same people that lie to you and tell you we can't give you a raise. But they're getting bonuses at the end of the year. Sometimes you don't know what to believe. Sometimes you don't know. Like sometimes you can feel you feel like you're going crazy, but you're not. This is just, the world is so divided. It's sad. But I try my best to make these videos, and I try my best to show up day in and day out, no matter how the numbers look. And I pray for the world, like I said. So if you want to do me a solid, hopefully you stayed throughout the video. If you did, I thank you. Just give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. And definitely leave some comments. Protect your mind, protect your energy, and be safe out here, y'all.